Well, hello, Robert Heffernan with EndoTech. Whoa, we got the weekend edition here, and if you were short, you faced the Bulls, man. It's like running with the Bulls in Pamplona, Spain. Holy cow, what a unbelievable run there today. And we got a weekend edition here of Blockchain Vitals. We do the weekend edition on Fridays because cryptos never sleep. They trade Saturday and Sunday, and very important to keep that in mind going forward because I say just about every Friday that the weekend, the close on Sunday night, so Saturday and Sunday's action incredibly important long term here for this asset class. So just an incredible bull run today, and the weekend's going to be imperatively important. I sound like an old Chicago mayor with that one. Let's do the rounds, though, because I want to talk about one thing. Doing the rounds, my chance to maybe bring up a headline and things that I'm seeing in the space. You know, and the headline was this one from CCN. Bitcoin price is booming, but here's why you shouldn't get too excited yet. Now, I know who they're trying to pan this to. And there's a couple of things I want to talk about here. You know, there's been a lot of talk today that this is a Bitcoin rally and that Bitcoin, talk about the ETF and the SEC saying it's only a matter of time. For me, the timeline just doesn't work out for me. When that news story was first broke and this rally, those two timelines don't really line up for me. And more importantly, the story's not Bitcoin. The story's Litecoin. Litecoin was 30% higher today. That's the story, and that has been the story for several weeks now. And so, I don't know. Litecoin's the story. Let me just say that once more. Litecoin's the story. Do I need to say it again? Litecoin is the story, not Bitcoin. And so I have a real problem with that. I do believe that there's a short squeeze going on here, and that the rest of the weekend and next week's early action is going to be important long term for the asset class. But for me, the story's not Bitcoin, all right? And you know what? And to hammer that home, let's go to the chart. We don't go to the chart very often, but I want to do that. Let's go to the chart. Going to the chart, it's a little segment that I bring out when there's something on the chart that I find interesting or valuable, all right? And I'm going to go back in time because this is twofold. I got two charts to bring up. This was the chart that I brought up at least a week or so ago, pointing out two things. The Doji hammer bottom on the monthly and Litecoin, and the monthly lower momentum level, 34.48. I said it several times. And lo and behold, that Doji hammer, it's the reason why that's the only formation I really pay attention to with candlesticks. So that was a monthly Doji hammer, and lo and behold, we took out that monthly low momentum level at 34.48 and exploded. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because the Doji showed up again here, not in our asset class, but in the S&P E-minis. Now, that's a weekly, and I like to sing Hello Doji, my old friend, because you need to pay attention to this. Now, it's not a 100%er. Nothing in life is 100% except death and taxes, except for John McAfee, although he might find jail. I don't know. I don't even want to get into that. I'm sorry I even went that way. I love John McAfee, man. That guy's an animal. Anyway, the Doji, you got to pay attention to it, right? And that's in the S&Ps. And do we have a near-term top in the SPOOs? Does that coincide with strength in crypto? As I've seen a decoupling in that? I don't know, but I wanted to point it out. And I wanted to point out the fact that, you know, the previous chart, let's just go back to it again, that Litecoin is the story, not Bitcoin. Volume in Litecoin's through the roof. The move was percentage-wise much bigger. And so for me, that's the story. And I do think continuing through the rest of this year, we are going to see a decoupling in this asset class. We are going to see winners win much bigger, losers lose much bigger, and some things trade sideways. So that's just what I see going on. All right, listen, let's take the vitals, because that's actually the important part of all of this. Taking the vitals, it's my chance to talk about the actual price action. And the first thing I want to say is I am sorry to be bashing EOS all week, because EOS had a great run today. Currently trading 275 in EOS, and just ripped right along with the rest of the quadrant, right, blowing away its up momentum collar on the daily. EOS upmo or the weekly average 277, so traded right up to the weekly average. Actually, through that, they made a high of 280 something. Hold on, let me get it. The high in EOS 285.62 at Bitfinex. So overtaking that weekly average, trading now at 275, so just back below it. Monthly low momentum in EOS 295. So again, for me, incredibly important how we trade Saturday and Sunday. Was this just a short squeeze, and did we just blow a lot of the shorts out? And are we going to give a bunch of this away on Saturday and Sunday? Or are we going to remain firm Saturday and Sunday and take this momentum right into next week? That's kind of the key for me here. So that's what I'm looking for. You on strength, you really want to see EOS close the week above that weekly average at 277. And then we got our solid sights on that monthly lower momentum at 295 in EOS. All right, and to the very least, right, you need to see this thing hold its daily upmo level, 244 on strength here, or on a pullback. All right, so I'm going to say goodbye to the YouTube crowd and cover the rest of the top cryptocurrencies here on the Blockchain Vitals sheet. You need to subscribe to get all of this information about these other coins in real time at EndoTech.io. Please go and subscribe to EndoTech.io and get it all. All right, see you later, YouTube.